Hello, welcome to week 8. This week marks not only the halfway point of the semester, which is great, it's also the last week. We got 1 week before spring break, so we'll have a nice little break from the class next week. We will have a full normal schedule this week, and we will have assignments this weekend. So you will have stuff due on the 6th. The post lab is still going to be due Sunday, the 6th. So spring break technically is the 7th to the 11th, so I can't assign you anything there. But we can't have due dates on the 6th, so the normal schedule. The following weekend after spring break, there won't be anything due or anything like that. But so you do want to, and you can finish it early, all the homework and the post lab and all that. You can certainly finish early if you would like, if you're heading out of town that weekend. But let's see what week 8 has in store for us. There we go. All right. Oh, scroll down. So week 8. One of the things I do want to point out is there's a video here, exam 2 information. You will have the exam directly after spring break. So the 7th to the 11th we're off. The 16th, that next Wednesday, we will have exam 2. So it's going to look like the first exam. The video talks about it, but there we will see the exam 2 folder is going to show up this Wednesday, March 2nd. So you can look at that on March 2nd for the review, helpful information, all that kind of stuff will be in there. But the test itself will be on the 16th. In terms of this week itself, just a normal kind of schedule going off. I will note the additional resources folder, the acid dissociation constants and acid dissociation constants with pKa. This reference information will be very useful. You will need these reference documents in order to do the participation assignments. I'm assuming that you are looking up information in those documents. So you want to use those. The other final thing I want to point out is this video right here is called Determining Ka. That's the acid dissociation constant. I'll tell you right now, there's a participation question in this video about figuring out the Ka of a solution. The lab this week is also called acid dissociation constants, where you will determine the Ka of a weak acid. So this idea, determining Kas, it has a participation question, it has its own video, it has its own lab. I think it might show up on test 2. It is something, that kind of idea when we repeat things over and over and over again, there's a homework problem about it too. When we repeat things over and over again, that means I think it's important. If I think it's important, I probably going to put it on the test. So definitely something to be mindful of how to do. But otherwise, welcome to week 8. It's a 16-week semester, but we only do 15 weeks of content. So once we're done with this, we are over halfway done with the actual information in the class. Week 16 is just the final exam. So congratulations, you've made it this far. We got spring break. I hope it's an appropriate level of relaxing. I know it's always kind of tough with the tests after spring break. Like, whenever I was in school, I was always that, you never party as much, you never study as much as you think you should. And so I just try to kind of commit to something, set reasonable expectations or goals. I'm going to study this much, not like I'm going to study all the time and I'm going to party all the time, because that's not going to happen. But just kind of normal, or try to set aside time, schedule something, give yourself some kind of structure. And that way you can be proud of accomplishing that and not whatever more. I did what I set aside to do. That's how it works for me. So it must be how it works for everybody. But otherwise, welcome to week 8. Enjoy the end of acids and bases. It's a long time. We're only halfway through acids and bases after week 7. Another whole week, and then we'll do this lab and we'll do another lab afterwards. But acids and bases, big chunk of information, a lot of chemistry runs around acids and bases. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions about the test, spring break, due dates, anything like that, don't hesitate to reach out. Email, call, or email, text, come to my office hours, talk at lab this week. But otherwise, take it easy. Bye-bye.